When I was a boy, my father and I used to play ping pong all the time, and he would always beat me. Year after year, he would just beat me, and sometimes I'd do better, and sometimes I'd do worse. And I think I was around 11 or 12, and I finally beat him. So I'm all that. I'm like, yeah, that's right, I win. Finally beat you. You're old, Dad, you're old. I can beat you, okay? That's right, I win. And he said, good job, son, good job. I was like, you're right, it's a good job because I won. That's why it's a good job. And he looked at me with those loving father eyes and said, you want to play again? And I said, yeah, let's play again. Let's do it. And with those same loving eyes, he took the paddle from this hand and put it over in this hand. He had been playing me with his weak hand the entire time and beat me like 21-3. So fast forward, now my dad and my mom, they go and they play this game that's a combination of tennis and ping pong. It's called pickleball, Google it. It's actually a really fun game. And there's a guy that plays where my dad plays, and no matter what, at the end of each game, the players come together and they'll say, good game, and they'll hit the butt of their paddles together, and then the next game starts, right? So this guy, for some reason, unbeknownst to my dad, never says good game to him. He'll say good game to the other person, and if he ever lifts up his paddle, he'll just kind of put it out there and won't even look my dad in the eyes. And I went and played one morning, and this guy said good game to me. But something my dad did is like, nope, not gonna do it. Now, if my dad wanted to, he could say, all right, you don't wanna shake my hand, I'm not gonna shake your hand. You don't wanna respect me after a game, I'm not gonna respect you. And a lot of people wouldn't argue. They'd say, no, that's fair. In order for the sacrifices to equal success, it may not be fair for you. And you may not get a thank you or anybody to say, good job. And the success is for you, not for the other person. The success is for you to love even when you don't get it back, to respect others even when you don't get it back. That's one of the core parts of Jesus' testimony, is that as much love and as much as he tried to give, he wasn't receiving that from everyone. I want to do an exercise with us this morning. In 1 Corinthians 13, we have a verse that is very, very popular at weddings, where people, they recite it or somebody will read it. And if you had this at your wedding, there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely no problem with it in my mind. But in context, the scripture verse itself is not about romance. It's about how we interact with one another. So what I want you to do is every time you hear me say the word love, I want you to substitute your name. And in your mind, I just want you to repeat the sentence after me, but with your name substituted in. You don't have to say it out loud, just in your mind. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. Love is not proud. Love does not dishonor others. Love is not self-seeking. Love is not easily angered. Love keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. I want to reiterate that there isn't a call to be perfect at these things. There isn't a call to automatically put yourself in a situation where you're going to be disrespected or be in danger. But if there is an element of your routine where you have pulled back or put on the headphones so that you just don't have to deal with those hard people to love, there's a challenge this morning to say, without love for those hard to love people, I have nothing. And each time we encounter one of them, That's an opportunity to grow. There's tons of metaphors about how growth can't happen without pain. You don't build muscle without tearing some down. You don't get better at one thing without being bad at it at the first. Wherever you're at, whoever the person is, you get to decide when the opportunity to grow is or not. My hope is that you choose to see it as an opportunity to grow, because loving those people that are really hard to is exactly how we grow. It's not by being comfortable in our bubbles of like-minded people all the time, people that literally think about life and the way we go about it exactly the way that we do. It comes by having that same love for those people close to us and extending it to people that have told us that not only do they not want it, they don't need it, but you can keep it. Loving them anyway.